Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. We're back. We hungry and we cold.
Hungry.
Why is it so? Who told me? Someone needed to tell me it was cold in the UK to the extent it was.
It is crazy cold. Guys, welcome back. Episode 48. Thomas, welcome back from your Hollywobs.
Welcome. It's glad. I'm gonna say I'm glad to be back, only for like the simple reason of home comforts. But yeah, I could have happily stayed out there for another few days. But yeah, it's nice to be back on a Friday 7 p.m. So we haven't done an episode for a couple of weeks now. So yeah, it's nice to be back in that sense. But guys, before we get into it, disclaimer, so this podcast is solely for entertainment purposes. We do not advocate the overconsumption or abuse of alcohol, and we certainly do not promote binge drinking. All guests have the choice whether they wish to consume alcohol or not, and it is their responsibility to drink responsibly. And guys, you might have noticed this big black thing dangling above my face.
That is mad! Why would you word it like that?
It is. It's big black and red thing.
Mate, if you're listening back on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, that is the maddest thing to hear.
No, just because, listen, people aren't used to seeing it. We have to address the elephant. It's about the size of an elephant. Look here. Right,
the elephant trunk.
The elephant schlong. We ain't even cracked open the beer yet. We'll crack open the set. But guys, please bear with as Boozy is getting used to the new equipment that it now has as courtesy of the better half. But yeah, guys, it's glad to be back. Which beer are we choosing though?
I think we start with the peach, right?
Yeah, can do. That just means I have to 1 second enable this. There we go.
Yo,
there she is.
Man, look at that, man. The stocks are going up, man. The Vault City sponsor us, man. What more do you want from us? Look at this shit. Yo, I even got the mirror pointing right the first time. Come on, man. Pro podcast.
You just pointed fucking that way.
Yeah.
You're up
Look like I'm doing the fucking fusion dance from fucking Dragon Ball. That reference goes over your head.
No, I've seen the dance before. I'm just not big on balls.
Yeah, so, Thomas, man, like, you've been away, man. We didn't even fucking do a podcast last week, so talk to us, man. Where you been?
We've been to Barcelona. So I know some of you guys watching live now, listening back, you know, obviously had the pleasure of going there for Safari Zone. I did not go because I ended up prioritizing play Pokemon events. Silly me. If I'd have known how lovely a city Barcelona really was, then I would have gone to Safari Zone instead. But yeah, went to Barcelona with the missus from when did we leave? We left sort of Monday early morning and came back today like even earlier on the Friday. So we've been there three nights, but then we were there like sort of just dossing the last night because I don't know if it's just a Spanish thing, but me and Joe obviously found it when we had our ventures in Madrid, which I'll get into shortly because I left them a review and they rejected it. But we weren't able to check out like as early as we wanted, and I didn't know if it was just a Spanish thing because obviously our flight was at 6:15. So I was trying to explain to Eva, okay, mate, we just stay out and then we just kill time and then we make our way to the airport and then we go through the security and everything, passport control, and just chill. And then it's stress free that way. We can eat our snacks, sleep. I slept for a little bit on the floor. Like say it was all right. Yeah, we're proper, yeah. But for her, it was all like, no, I wanted to stay somewhere. But I was like, look, I understand that. But realistically, it weren't. And I was like, so it's not me wanting to skimp out. If there was somewhere where we could realistically stay, then I'd do it. But to be honest, a lot of these places that you can't even check out or check in like after 12 or anything like that. Obviously, That's what me and Joe found, even though we messaged them in advance in Madrid, that we weren't able to do anything by midnight, they were just nowhere to be seen. And the only reason I left them a review now is because I left a review for the place where we stayed in Barcelona, and we left a very nice review, and then it came up like still pending a review, and it was the gaff that we stayed in Madrid. And I was like, okay. So then I filled it out, and I ain't got it on me because I forgot to screenshot it. But I was basically just like, the only thing that was good, it was I was able to do my GBL sets in the kitchen. And then the second bit was like, what was, what were the facilities like? And I'm like, it was shit. And it was like, what didn't you like about it? And it was like, I was like, I didn't like coming back from a night out absolutely steaming and finding a Donny laying in man's bed. And I had to tell him to hold that and get out. And I think I swore a couple times. And then, oh no, that was it at the end. I can't remember the last question, but I put, just come back from Afghanistan. Conditions there were better than this shit. Oh yeah, that's probably what done it.
Why? Right, Thomas, let's cheers, man, because I'm dying for this, brother. Cheers, big man. Welcome back. Drinking this out of plastic cup?
No.
Okay.
Icebreaker. Okay. Sorry, I was covering the badge.
Yeah. I'm like, from here. I'm like, is he just drinking it out of like?
No, because I know. Sometimes you guys used to see me drink squash out of this, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Mate, that would kill a beer in 2 seconds. Nah, no way. It's good for squash though. This smells very nice. This peach iced tea. It smells very nice. And guys, I've disabled for you guys' viewing pleasure. I've disabled the blurb so nobody wastes their channel points. And in terms of other redemptions, they will be honoured at the end of the stream. So your redemption, if you have redeemed now in the Twitch live chat, has been seen, will not be forgotten about. And if you redeem again,
probably will be.
It may not count, but you may still be charged and all that and all that good stuff. But speaking of good stuff, this tastes very nice.
It's good. It does taste like peach iced tea.
It doesn't. Peach isn't a fruit I would associate with being sour, so it's. I'm getting a little like obviously soury fermentate, like a little soury aftertaste, but it's nothing as strong as like the cherry and the watermelons, if that makes sense. But
that's nice. No, it's got like I definitely get like the tea in like the forefront, and then the peach just like
afterwards. Yeah. It's a nice balance. But yeah, in terms of the holiday, it was good. It wasn't like. When I say it wasn't like there wasn't a lot going on, it was more the case, not that we didn't do anything, it was more just because it was quite chilled out, quite relaxed. Like I always find that like, holidays like that, you just go on like a series of little dates and like you just going, right, we'll go here for breakfast, mooch around, right, get ready, like you've had breakfast and it's like, where are we going next? It's like, well, we need to find somewhere for lunch, but like obviously not go there and eat straight away, just find somewhere and have a drink. And if they do food as well, then that's where we're going for lunch. And and you're doing the same for dinner, then you're doing the same for like late dinner, like it's just a collection. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're just doing tea in it. Like what was it they called it? Breakfast, lunch, dinner and fucking tea. Or like midnight snacks. But yeah, no, it was nice. It was nice just to have that sort of like alone time and free time, not having to worry about work or anything like. Well, ideally not having to worry about work, but not working is the main thing. And not being in the fucking UK, that's also another big bonus.
Definitely helps. So talk to me, what kind of stuff do you get up to when you're out there?
So
obviously I've been there. So
when we first got there, probably got there about, I think we got there about 5. Checked in about 6, and it was quite smooth sailing. We're just keeping the woman that was in charge of the building updated as to when we arrived. So we got there, put all our stuff down, and then I'm trying to think, where did we go? Where was the first place we went? Oh God.
The club.
No, we didn't go to any clubs. Although we walked past and there was loads of things that were just like they were like raves, and there was like this like a flamenco thing. I'm like, should we go to one of them? And she's just like, hey, no, like, because she wouldn't have been seen dead in any of those. So she just wants to go to like little kind of like quiet-ish places, maybe have a cocktail or two, and then go. But like some of the most of the places we went to were like foodie places. We didn't really go to any pubs or anything, and when we weren't there, we were pretty much just exploring the city. So we got the 10-day metro, and I think we still had 2 trips left on it. But obviously, getting the 10-day would have been cheaper than getting the 8 singles that we would have got. But it was nice. We went to I can't remember the name of the castle. I might be able to if I go on my game. I should be able to find the name. There's like it begins with an M. And there was like a castle, and we had to basically get it was like not a cable car. You could have got a cable car there, but linicular or something like the line that takes you straight from the metro station to there. I'm trying to find the name of it. It's so fucking. That's gonna annoy me. But yeah, we went there, and what was funny is there was a guy at the top of the castle doing what we said that we should have done in Madrid, and he had a cooler, a nice cooler with bottled water, and he was shotting bottles of water for €1. He was like, "Oh, €1, €1." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll support local businesses. I'll get free bottles." But yeah, most of it was it began with an M, so like it doesn't help because I think I got kicked out of the gym I was on there. I was on like a couple of the gyms, and like one of the gyms was called Barcelona Tower of Defense, if that helps. I can't even remember, but yeah, we walked all the way. We didn't take so we took the metro thing that we had to take to get to the sort of bottom, and then it was a park. We were in a park, and then we had to sort of just work our way up, and then there was a castle at the very top.
Was it like quite like high up?
Oh, this is what I think I found the name of it. It's called so Montjuic, Montjuic, Montjuic.
Mont Montjuic.
Yeah. So we ended up walking all the way.
Yeah, mate, I've been there. Yeah, I've been there, I think.
Yeah, no, it was quite nice. We didn't go inside because she was like, "Oh, let's look and see if we have to pay for it." And I don't think she wanted to pay for it to go inside. I think she was more like, keen to do the walk rather than going and paying and looking at a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So because okay, no, yeah. So I've been there, but we didn't go in. We didn't want to pay either.
No.
So you get it's like a weird like up the side of the mountain like tram almost, and then from there you can change to the cable cars if you want, right?
Yeah, we didn't get the cable cars, so we climbed all the way. Well, I say climbed. We obviously walked, but it felt like a climb just because it was so steep and a lot of incline. I think Eva took some videos of me just like, I'm not like running, but I'm like, right, the slower you walk on these inclines, the more you feel it anyway. So I'm like, if I just power up these and I just wait for her at the top anyway, she like, just trudges up and whatnot. But
wait, why did you not just get the cable car?
Didn't want to. Like we wanted to do the thing because when we got to the top, we were like, we saw these people getting on the cable car, and then we were like, look at these pussyos all getting the cable car, and we see us. Yeah, we walked up here. We worked for it. We just didn't want to get the cable car. We wanted to do the walk.
Yeah, but you fucked yourself. You out of breath. You're fucking sweating.
Oh no! The worst part. The thing is, the hat I was wearing. It wasn't this one. It was another one. It's kind of like a golf.
Don't tell me it's the Fanta bucket.
No. I brought that with me, but there was never an opportunity to wear it. I wore the Guinness one, I think, on the first night. But yeah. So this hat, it was like just soaked with sweat. The sunglasses that I'd got were like almost sticking to like the frame of my face. I had to take those. Oh, it was so bad. But I think that was just from the general heat, though, rather than the climb itself.
Yeah, it's rough. Did you walk around the outside of the castle and like see all like the port and stuff?
Yeah, so we walked around the outside. Went to the left a little bit, but there's not really much on that side. We could see all the boats and everything, and then we walked a bit more to the right, and just, had a look at the view and stuff. I was there trying to get on this fucking showcase, but like there were no fucking squavets nearby because it was outside of the event. And then I'm like, when I finally got one, but I just wasn't close enough. And I looked at her, and I'm thinking, if I tell her I'm going back to put on this showcase, I think she might cry, because she wanted to go because. I said I was sweaty. She was sweating and she felt her top sticking to her, and it was like, had a bit of a tip, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll go. It's fine. Not worth getting into her. That would have been a guaranteed win, and 1,007 squavet on a showcase with 10 man. I'm like, nah, we were cooking there. So I had to take 2 showcase wins that were in the UK. I could have won a Spanish one, but I was like, nah, I'll keep the ones I'm on. So yeah, we were venturing around. So I was doing some Dynamax raids, and it was kind of like, so we roughly knew where we were going anyway. But I was like, oh, we can go here. Because she was always asking me, are there any stops down there? I'm like, yeah, fuck it, we can go that way and just walk. But then it got to a point where I think we'd done a lot of walking, and it was like she wanted to go. She wanted to go to the beach. So I was like, right, we can go before it gets too late. This was on what day was this on?
Beach is nice there.
This was on the Wednesday. Yeah, it was a nice beach, but I didn't want to go in the water or anything like that anyway. So I kind of just, so she like took her shoes and socks off. I held those, and then she just walked along the beachfront. And I think the tide hadn't come in too much, so she was just. I was like, if you want to go and get your toes wet, then I'll just walk alongside and whatnot. And yeah, she was enjoying that and stuff, and it was nice to see her smiling and whatnot. But yeah, and she was like, it's nice for it to be an actual beach rather than, I don't think she's gone to many UK beaches, and but everyone knows what a UK beach is like. It's all pebbly, rocks, fucking dog shit. Like it's a long day. But these was like gold sandy, like a proper beach. Like it was really nice.
Yeah.
But
where else was the place you stayed there?
So
roughly where you was?
So the metro station it was near was Parallel. Or Parallel, I think there might be like 3 L's or something. Yeah, Parallel. So it was like, so the place we stayed, it was called like Colin Rooms, and it was next to it was weird because when we went there, it was next to like a fucking garage or something. It was a nice place where we stayed and to be fair, because of the arguably short notice of time that we booked the accommodation, because I unbooked the other place because she lost her passport, and then we didn't know if she'd get it renewed in time. It wasn't bad for what we paid, and it sort of ticked all the boxes. It was a bed, the Wi-Fi was okay on the first night. Then I think more people were staying in other rooms, and it gradually started slowing down. And then there were people that were quite loud on the last night. Other than that, but that's all stuff outside the property's control. Other than that, it was very very nice, very clean, very modern. But yeah, so. It was the nearest metro station was Parallel, and then there was a Lidl nearby. I think we went in the Lidl a couple times just to get a big thing of water for the room.
That's what I always do when I go.
An Orange Freeway, and then tried to use my Lidl Plus app, but then I broke it. It just weren't letting me. I didn't know if I needed like Lidl Plus app in Spanish. I was like, and then it done the same thing in McDonald's as well on the way home. It was like fucking. Wouldn't let me use it, which is stupid because it let me use it in Madrid. But so Castle was on the Wednesday. Other places we went, so we went to like a breakfast place called Morning Glory that was quite nice. They did like a
sure you had a nice one then, didn't you?
Nice Morning Glory always, man. English or Spanish. Yeah, I went to a couple nice breakfast places. So what was the name of the second place we went? It was where I took a picture of that English breakfast. I'm trying to remember what it was called. I will remember. No, that was it. It was called Jomo or Jomo. No, it's definitely Jomo because I looked at it and I was like, it stands for joy of missing out rather than FOMO being fear of missing out. So, yeah, it was a nice little place to be fair. Like she found some nice little spots. We didn't end up having paella in the end because when we were in the park. No, I know, Senor. But we were in the park where obviously a lot of people went to play Community Day for Safari Zone and stuff like that. I'll get on. Actually, I might as well talk about it. It pissed me off. And these kids. So obviously, there's a lot of like ducks and geese and stuff. These kids kept chasing the geese and stuff and trying to like obviously like, pick them up or holding them. And it was fucking me off because they were just running away. They looked scared, man. These kids. Because if they're gonna pick up a fucking goose or pick up geese or however you want to say it, like realistically they're going to try and grab it by its wings or grab it by its neck, and then when it bites you, then obviously it's fucking big bad geese, not stupid kid and shit parents. So like every time they kept chasing the geese near us, I just kept saying fuck off. Like I just kept swearing at these kids. Like I just kept telling them to fuck off. I'm like, and
the geese.
No, but Eva was like to me, you're fully beefing these kids. I'm like, I don't care, man. I don't know if it's a weird Spanish thing or like, or what. Yeah, just like leave the geese alone. They're chilling. Like fucking.
Yeah, man. Protect the geese. Yeah. Yeah, man, I agree.
Because
with
I
that.
was like, if they came to the UK, like these geese seemed like very nice and friendly. You come to the UK,
Very
our ones are fucking savages, man. They would
Yeah, man, they're fucking G-checking.
they would bite you. But yeah, so that pissed me off. But then at that point, I was like, right, what do you want to do? There's a few places we could go. We had realistically, we were trying to weigh it up. Like we had our luggage and everything, and it was kind of stressing her out. And I was like, it's okay because I actually don't care where we eat. It would be nice to have some paella, but I was like, I don't mind necessarily. And then because we went to a pizza place the night before, it was called what was it called? It's gonna make me laugh because I think it's called this, but I don't want to get it wrong. It was called Pizza Local, and that just sounds like any next fucking Sam's Chicken, fucking Maxin's Pizza and shit. It just sounds like a boss man shop, but it was actually very nice pizza, and that's where the night before I had the Aperol spritz, and she had the sangria, and yeah, that sangria kind of fucked her up still. Like the way she was drinking, she was like, "What's in a sangria?" I'm like, "Well, what isn't? There's red wine, lemon juice, orange juice, fucking triple sec, just off the top of my head, like a bunch of other shit. There's a lot in there for you." And she's like, "It's nice." So I'm like, "Yeah, I bet it is." Because when the cocktails first came to the table, she had a big sip of hers. Like, "Oh, this is nice," and I had Aperol before, but I hadn't even tried one at that point. She was like, "Oh, let's try yours." I hadn't even eaten yet. I'm like, Jesus, man. I'm like, fucking slow down.
Yeah, you're hungry, dude.
Yeah, so it was nice. The pizza was nice. So then eventually I think she was like, because we were going to maybe have the paella and then like later on, because obviously we weren't staying anywhere that night, just delay everything we did maybe by like an hour or so, just so we weren't, hanging around for too long. Because she wanted to go to the pizza place later. Because I was like, she said maybe we could take one out. But it started raining. It was raining, so it was like, shit, let's just go to this pizza place then. Because at this point, we'd gone somewhere that she'd Googled, and then it said they did paella there. But then we went there, they just presented us with a drinks menu. And then Eva was like, I'm not sure if they're doing food. And I was like, so I'm like, why are we here? And she was like, I don't know, they didn't give us a food menu. So the woman came over. I'm like, have you got a food menu? And I was trying to put all the signs together, and you can ask her, this is true, I'm not just saying this because you're here. I looked outside, I'm like, any pictures? No, they've not said they did paella. No, I'm like, okay, it's ticking those boxes. But also then I looked at the other one, I'm like, she looked quite taken aback that I asked her for a food menu. I looked at the prices of the paella, it was like 29 euros. And obviously it was...
That's about right.
Yeah, but then I looked at it, but there was only like 3 options. It was a very limited food menu. So then I was looking at everyone else that was in there. I said to her, I'm like, let's just go. Let's go find somewhere else, because I could tell it was stressing her out a bit. And I was like, I don't know. I wasn't even keen on any of the drinks that they had. So if the drinks weren't even, scratching an itch, itching a scratch, then fuck that. So then we left, and then she wanted to go. We ended up in Honest Greens, but then I was like, okay, Honest Greens is where we tried to go. I think we went there in Stockholm because Amy suggested it, as you'd come to realise. But it was like, there wasn't even anything Amy liked in there when we went. So when we went, we downloaded the app and everything, and we were going to check out. I said to her, I'm like, you do know we have to go up, and it's in like a fast lane thing because we've ordered in the app. Obviously, we don't wait in the same queue as the people that ordered. And she's like, so it's like Mackey's then. And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, fuck this, we're going to the pizza place. And it was proper chucking it down. At this point, she was hungry. She was worried that we weren't staying anywhere. So I was like, right, fuck it, we'll go to the pizza place. We know where it is. We know that we like the food there. Let's just do it. Because quite a few times she was saying, I really want to go to like Starbucks or Mackey's or just have something that's familiar. I'm like, we can do if you want to. I don't actually mind. But let's try some stuff that we wouldn't be able to just have at home. So, we ended up going to the pizza place. I think I just had a Fanta and she had a Coke, and she had the same pizza because she really liked it. I had a slightly different one, which was basically the same as my yesterday pizza, except it had, I think it had like salami on it, this one. But that was quite nice. And then I think we just dossed for like a few hours in McDonald's. But we didn't eat anything until the end. We were just chilling in the corner, like charging our phone. She was using the Wi-Fi because she was worried about her roaming. I was quite fortunate that I could have used 5 gig on the first day, and then the day afterwards is when my thing reset. So I was chilling. Like I didn't have to connect to this shit Wi-Fi. But then the amount of like homeless people or like beggars that kept coming up to us, like, after the first 2, every time someone tried to step around that corner, I looked around because I'm like, it's a fucking another one. I'm ready to throw a bottle at them. Because a lot of people...
to be fair, there is a lot in Barcelona. There's a lot.
Yeah. But, like, I've had it before when I've gone to other... well, not other Pokemon events. This wasn't a Pokemon event. But when I've travelled abroad before, and it's namely in Europe, because I don't think I've travelled outside of Europe. I haven't been anywhere in Asia. I haven't been anywhere... America. No, just Europe. So, in Lille, especially, when... like me, Tom, Matt, BMO, and a few others were in KFC. It just, like, it's even kids. Like, they just come up to you and it was like, they're literally begging for, like, not even money. They're literally begging for the food that you have. And it's just like, nah, man. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I feel like, you know, my heart goes out to you, but I'm like, sorry, I'm not gonna...
But we're hungry, G.
Yeah. What am I gonna eat? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people like, you got any change? I'm like, I've only got card. Like, they'll start fucking pulling out a card reader. I'm like, long day. Like, am I getting charged fees for that as well? Fucking stupid. But yeah, the amount of homeless bunnies that kept coming around. And in all fairness, the first couple I was just like, nope, sorry. And then I think it came to the 4th or 5th one, and I'm just like, no. And then he just started looking back like I was going to change my mind. And I'm just like, fuck off. Like, go away. And then at that point, it was just like, right, let's just go head towards the airport. And made our way to the airport and chilled there. I slept on the floor a little bit because I said to him, like, if you want to go to... It's funny because she keeps saying this, and I was like, if you want to go to sleep for a bit, I'll keep watch. And then I ended up being the one that went to sleep, and she kept watch. I was fucking tired, but yeah, no, it was good overall. It was chill because I kept asking her, like, having fun and stuff, because we'd never been away, just the 2 of us. When we went to Lithuania, we travelled with her mum, and her mum stayed in the other room, and it was very like... because I think we stayed at a family friend's like place that they had, so it was very like, you know, agenda was almost preset. Like, oh, we had to do this, need to go see this person today, that person today, whether we or she wanted to or not. Whereas this was obviously our first time going.
We're raw dogging.
Yeah, basically, freestyling. So we didn't have to follow. We didn't have to follow a script, which was nice. So it was good. I'd go again. Like, Barcelona was really nice, and I think we went for the right amount of time. I think, you know, some people, you know, say it depends where you go, really, because like you've said before, like if you go to Japan, for instance, you want to go because obviously you're going to go there for at least a week. You're obviously going for longer, and you're not going there on a budget. You're going there because you want to make the most of Japan. You're not just gonna go there and necessarily search for home comfort. You're going to fully immerse yourself in all of the local cuisines, culture, local Japanese beers. Fuck it, like you're gonna go for it because while you're there, you might as well make the most. So overall it was good. I've not got any complaints really. Like, it did rain a little on the last day, but I think it was one of them where it was like, right, at least it's raining when we're going. It's sort of like it's not pissed it down the whole time. But I can't say the same for the UK because
cold as fuck.
Yeah.
Did you have any tapas when you were there?
Yes. So it was on the Tuesday, I think. We went to a place and had tapas, and I'm trying to think where it was near. And you might know, this is one of them where there was an EV stop near it. Because obviously there was a Safari Zone stops, and I was trying to pin them for myself. One, for the sake of having the postcards, and 2, so I knew which ones I'd done before for the research. But at this point, it kept taking me... I'm currently on the other research now that has you when you're just outside the city, and all I need to do, I think, is spin 5 more stops that I've not spun before, and then I've completed it. Like, it's on the... It's really weird, because I went on Reddit, and it said it was doing it to a lot of people. So it did to me as well. But the rewards are the same. I still get, what's it, a Relic Camp, 25 Go-Goat candy, and... a golden raz. But the place we went, let me look on my postcards. Where's it gone? I'll know the name of it when I see it, I think. I'm hoping I got it. Playa. I actually can't remember. It's bad of me. So the place we went, it was... So there was a thing outside. There was something going on outside, and it was clearly like it was political or something, or just like some sort of public event or public speaking. And yeah, we had some tapas, and then we ended up after the tapas. Eva was like, I really want some more like patatas, like gratas and stuff. So I was like, okay, we can get some more. And then
Patatas bravas, yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we ended up getting more of them. But while we were eating, it was like there was people. There's always shit going on in Barcelona to do with like the Catalonian independence and all stuff like that. So loads of people like just literally came in, and not in the place, but like we're outside, and we could see it from where we were eating. They were just protesting. Eva was like, I wish I knew what they were saying. And I'm like, it's to do with, you know, the independence, because around the same time, I want to say, we had the EU referendum. It might have been the year after for them. They were also having their own referendum, which went, you know, in the way that, you know, a lot of people didn't like. So that's been going on for a little while. So yeah, we had some tapas, really nice. I think we had like, there were these small like these like little chorizos that were sort of like on fire, and then I must have like, they put it down, and Eva was recording it, and I was just there like, oh, what in the Katniss Everdeen is this? Like, it was all just like firing up, and then she recorded it, and then she was listening afterwards. She was like, oh, I forgot you said that, and then she was laughing more hearing the recording than she was at the time. She was like, oh, it's actually really funny, and I'm like, shut up, man. But yeah, no, the tapas was good. In terms of other Spanish stuff we had, there was no like. So we went to a few supermarkets and we're like, oh yeah, we want to get some Spanish snacks and stuff. But like a lot of it was sort of stuff that, you know, we'd sort of had before. Yeah. So like even on the first night where we went to a supermarket, and then she got like some coffee stuff. I was like, the only thing that I was very like strongly considering getting was a can of Wingman. Like everything else was like, there was nothing else that was really like, you know, calling out to me. So yeah, other than the 49-cent Carlsberg, but I'm not drinking Carlsberg.
Brother,
pay me not to drink it.
Mate, we ain't that desperate.
Right, Carlsberg or Bud Light?
Bud Light every day of the week.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Every day of the week. It's not even close. Carlsberg is fucking awful. See, because Barcelona for me is weird, because so bear in mind that it's right by the sea.
Yeah.
I've really struggled to find like seafood like there, which is really fucking weird.
And that was the main reason Eva didn't want. So kind of the opposite reason actually. She didn't want paella because she was like, are there none with like, you know, that don't have any seafood in? And I'm like, it's a very seafood based dish, and I'm like, because I think she's very similar to me in that she's used to having it obviously with a chorizo, which isn't seafood and whatnot, but I think she's I think she likes risotto more than paella. So for her it's like, you know, she's not a big fan of like the fish and all the seafood and that. So
to be fair, so the reason why I say that is, so for me, right, like the way that I was brought up was you always try everything. Always, right? Like you never say I don't like it.
You can't knock it until that's what my mum always said. Like you can't knock it until you've tried it. Yeah.
And so like so whenever I go abroad, I like to eat what they eat. You know.
Yeah.
I also really love seafood, but in England our seafood is fucking awful.
It's not the same. So, yeah.
So when you go somewhere like Barcelona, which is literally like, you know, like on the fucking sea, I'm like, all right, cool, we're gonna get fucking like see, and like I just couldn't find any. I had more seafood in Madrid, which is like slap bang the center of Spain, than I did in Barcelona. It was really fucking weird. Yeah, I mean, for me when I went, I was quite disappointed in the food in Barcelona, especially after I went to Madrid, and every meal I had in Madrid was fucking banging.
Yeah,
it was so good. I was quite surprised.
So, do you feel like, you know, obviously because you went to Madrid with family and then Safari, did you go? You didn't go with Bella or anyone. Like, who did you go to Safari Zone with?
With Bella.
Oh, you did go. Okay, no, because what I was gonna, that kind of counteracts that. And I was gonna ask, like, because if you were going with family, did you make maybe more of an effort to find places that were a bit more, or it just so happened to be that way?
No. So for me, right, like when it comes to planning trips, I'm on it. Like I like to know the places where I want to go and eat.
Yeah.
Not, like, you know, in case I have to book or anything like that. Not necessarily like, oh, I'm eating here on this day, unless obviously I have to book. But I always tend to like a load of fucking research
Yeah.
to find where I want to eat. Like for me, the idea of, I don't know, like we use Barcelona as an example here. The idea of going there and just having like McDonald's and KFC, to me, is kind of pointless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I always try to get on board with like the local stuff and get involved with the culture a little bit. Whether it's tapas, seafood, paella, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll always like
I feel like that's a good
prioritize
way.
that
That's a good way
personally.
to do it, especially if like you're not someone that's particularly picky when it comes to what they eat. Like there'll be some
Yeah.
people, that will go abroad and they'll look for sort of similar things just for like home comforts, and I understand that. And there's a reason why when you go to anywhere really, like go to anywhere in Spain or anywhere like France, they'll have like, oh, it's like a traditional British pub or traditional Irish pub. Like they want you to feel
Yeah.
like you're at home, and even though it's your home away from
Yeah.
home, they want you to feel comfortable. But for me personally, I'd rather try something that I've never tried before.
Yeah, for definite. Yeah, even when we were there, I think we had one social in an Irish pub just because it was like convenient enough, like
Yeah.
to fit a load of us in. Other than that, we went to because obviously so out there they don't have bars, do they? They call them cafes, don't they? That's what they call them,
Cafe de la
right?
something, yeah.
Yeah. We would always try and like we would always try to kind of deviate towards them first. Just because I think a lot of it depends where you're going. Like if you're going to like Lanzarote, for example, right? Same as where we went, right? It's basically just Brits abroad, right? That's where British people go to do British things, but it's warmer and
Yeah.
cheaper, right? So it's not necessarily a case of getting involved with the local stuff because it is very sort of like British there. But for me, if I can avoid doing that, I do prefer to do so
Yeah.
personally. But yeah, it was really weird. So after doing both Barcelona and Madrid, personally, I did prefer Madrid,
Yeah.
just all round. The one thing that I found really fucking weird, that bearing in mind, Madrid is the capital, and
Of Spain,
generally
yeah.
speaking, capital cities are where most of the tourism is, right?
It's a bit more.
I felt like there was significantly more tourists in Barcelona than there is in Madrid, which is really fucking odd.
Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know, they're both very iconic Spanish European
Yeah.
cities, like to generalize it as well. So I think everywhere we went on the metro and got off, like, there was loads of people. And you told me about the, going on Campfire, and it shows the little EV things,
Yeah,
and a lot
yeah.
of them were points of interest. And I didn't even use that half the time. I just went wherever Eva ended up taking us or wherever we
Yeah.
ended up going. I'm like, oh, there's one there. So like where we were was clearly like a hot spot,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
like, people and their photo ops and, just, taking pictures and just vlogging all their shit. Like, wherever we went, it was very, very busy.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Did you see the Sagrada Familia?
Remind
The,
me.
the big fuck off cathedral that's been built
Oh,
for like
yes.
200 years.
So, like, the thing with me is, right, you know what I'm like? Well, I don't know, but you might know to some extent. But, like, I don't really do pictures. So I'm like, she'll do all the pictures and send them to me so that I can. I want to say yes because I doubt we would have been there and missed it. Oh wait, she's
It's fucking huge. It's massive. You literally cannot
yeah.
not go there and see it. It's the church that's it. Oh, sorry, it's a cathedral, I guess technically, but it's been built for like 150 odd years, something like that now.
Is it the one that they're still building?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at photos now. So one sec, I could share my phone screen. That would help. But like, so like, this isn't the best picture of it, but I don't know if you can see that. But like, sort of there,
I can see the Vault City.
and let me have a
I can
look.
see the Vault City, big man.
Oh no, I didn't put a picture on the screen. I was trying to show it on my camera, but to be fair, obviously, because you can't, it's smaller for you than it is for these lot. But I want to say, yeah, we did go. She's woke up from her nap because she's messaging me all the places we've gone. This is the name of that place. This is the name of that place. You get her in here, man. Let me message her. Do you want to come in?
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah, we definitely did go there. I know which one.
Yeah.
I know which place you're talking about.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you went inside and went up the top of it because we did that. And it's fucking impressive.
I don't think we went. We didn't go inside. I think we ended up just like taking some pictures from the outside and whatnot. It was rain. It started raining as soon as we got there as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go in. It's fucking well impressive. Really, the thing is really funny. So when we went, so like the actual inside is fucking incredible. Yeah. Like super like modern, like religious like ties. But then to get to the top, so you can go to the spires at the top. Yeah. It's really old, fucking rickety, fucking elevator, right? It's fucking jokes. But the thing they don't tell you, you only take the elevator up. You have to take the stairs down, right? And it's this really tight, winding spiral staircase.
Yeah.
And there's only a handrail on one side of it, which isn't the fucking middle side.
Yeah.
So you can lean over and see like straight to the fucking bottom.
To the bottom, yeah. Fuck that. No.
It's really fucking cool. Really fucking cool. Beautiful building. Yeah, we went inside and did the toilet. It was really cool. Yeah, like there's so much history, like in Barcelona as well, all scattered around. I think we did the church in the middle of town as well, which is really nice, with a really nice like courtyard.
Yeah.
In the middle, it's got really random like birds that live in the middle of it. I don't remember what the birds were.
So I remember I don't know if it's the same place, but I think we were walking around somewhere, and then there was just like these little not like they were pigeons, but like there were these other like little green parrots as well. These little green fluffy looking parrots.
See, that might be the same place. Were they in like the courtyard in the middle?
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember where.
Oh no! No, I've found a picture online now. They're almost like geese, like in the middle.
Oh God! Don't get me. No, because I told literally these kids were chasing the geese, and I wanted to chase the kids, but then that's mad. Not like that.
Let's move it like that.
English or Spanish?
Be hungry, man. That's jokes.
Right.
No.
Go on, sorry.
Yeah, no. There's so much history, but like I said, it's so random how for me the difference between the two cities is they're so fucking different. Yeah. They're so different.
It's like Loughborough. It's like Loughborough and Leicester, man. Like Leicester, there's everything there. Loughborough, shit, nothing here, man. But Eva sent a list of like places. We went to Barcelona Cathedral, The World Begins with a Kiss, Gothic Quarter. Apologies for the pronunciation on some of these. I only got to see in Spanish as a kid. La Boqueria Market. So that was actually quite fun. So like going there, and obviously they're selling all little. Not, I wouldn't call them tasters, but they're sort of like little cones of like there's some ham, cheese in this one, and then there's another one that was like hand battered fish and chips, and like there was loads of different little stalls. But I'm thinking, we could have ended up spending loads in there. Like we were looking at everything, like that looks nice, and that is typical market. That's how they get you. But like everything, we're going there on sort of like empty stomach, and it's like. Right, we could do some damage here, but we were quite good. Like I think we got like a fruit juice, some like a thing that had like a selection of like ham and cheeses in, and then mostly agua. We needed a lot of agua.
Oh, the agua.
Agua.
Yeah. Did you ever find that beer I was telling you about? Like the local beer there.
Oh, you're on about Moret's?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like there were quite a few places where I walked past. Like they had Moret's on the like beer garden, like umbrellas and stuff outside. I don't think there was ever an opportunity to, because the place that we went to, and then I weren't too keen on. I wasn't sure what the food was going to be like, so we ended up going somewhere else. I was like, they had Maritz there, but there was no opportunity for me to like have like / like try one. So I think when I first got there, I think it was mainly San Miguel I was drinking because a lot of the places were just doing beer by the bottle. But I looked at one of them. I was just like, because I thought they were doing what's it called? Is it Sapporo? The fucking Thai beer. I can't remember. Or Pansora. What's it called? I was gonna say Pangoro. Yeah, Sapporo. I thought they did that on draft because it didn't have 330 centiliter next to it. So I'm like, oh, you do this large, and they were like, nah, just bottle. So I'm like, right. So then everywhere I went, it was just large house beer. Which if it was San Miguel, I've not really got any complaints there because that's what I drink here. But yeah, it was mostly Sunny Migs, and then if it weren't a Sunny Mig. Yeah, no, they didn't have any Maggies. I looked in some places like the supermarkets, not the off license. They would have had them, but
El Mags.
Yeah, El Magnum, El Maggio.
El Magnum.
Yeah, El Posayo. But yeah, no, it was good. Like the beers were what they were. Lidl have any Maggies? They did not. When we went to Lidl, they didn't really have the bakery. So obviously Lidl, for whatever reason, is known for having a very good bakery. We went there and it was nothing that special, to be honest. Lidl bakery. We're trying the next one already. I'm still drinking this one. It's getting, the thing is, the longer I leave them, the more sour they're getting, and I think I like them a bit more. But then it is definitely impacting my sort of perception on how sour it actually is. So
yeah. You see, I mean, to be fair, I think this is the least sour one that we've had.
Okay, now that I've drunk this now, there are some that have just been that have made me, when I took a sip,
wince.
Yeah, and it's just that one was unexpected, but yeah. So that one, I've put the thing on the screen for those of you watching live now on Twitch. For those of you listening back that obviously can't see it, we are drinking the Vault City peach iced tea flavor. So yeah, it's very nice. Do you wanna? Should we do a rating for it while we're in transition to the next beer?
Yeah, go on, why not?
Right, so guys, what we've been doing is we've been rating all of them, and then once we're done rating all of them, then we'll put out a little graphic that has all of our scores and whatnot, what we think. But we're rating them on what we believe to be the 3 most important factors in not just sour beer, well, in this case sour beers, but in most cases, it can be applied to other beers as well. So taste is obviously the most important thing.
On a mission.
Yeah, taste is the most important thing.
Take over the world one beer at a time.
That's it. And we've got sourness, because these are sour beers. It would be rude not to rate them on their sourness. And the aroma, so the smell, for those of you who don't know what it means. So yeah, if it smells nice. So yeah, so these Vault City beers, where are they from again? Is it Edinburgh?
Edinburgh, yeah.
Edinburgh, yeah. So for those of you that haven't heard of Vault City before, would you say they're a big brewery or like a small brewery in terms of?
I would say they are the biggest sour beer brewery. Yes.
So they're a big niche. They're a big niche brewery.
In the grand scheme of beer and breweries, they are small. But in terms of sour beers, they are probably the biggest and arguably the best.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do our ratings, Thomas. You go first. See if I agree with you.
So I think I'm looking at what you're looking at. On the admin chat. Fucking big man Joe. So while I was out in Spain with the missus in Barcelona, Joe's in Mallorca on a family holiday. Shout out Joe. That's why he's not here doing his usual sort of clipping tech guy BTS duties, because he's getting absolutely on it with a family. Did you know he's drinking Aperol Spritz? I did know.
No, mate, was he drinking Aperol Spritz?
I didn't know.
Genuinely, I never fucking knew that.
I'm so glad that Discord doesn't do you can untick it on WhatsApp, but all the media on your WhatsApp from group chats. Imagine if Discord did that. It's a long day for us. But I forgot where I was going with this now. So yeah, taste. So I'm trying to look at the other ratings. So we've rated, in terms of taste, we've said that Cherry Limeade is a 4 out of 5. And then the lowest we've said is I believe that's the Raspberry and Coconut one. We said that was a 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
So they're the sort of two Well, I say 2 extremes we're dealing with. We've not rated anything 0 yet, but there's still time. There is still time. I'd give it a 3, to be honest.
I would also give it a 3. I'd like a little more peach flavour, but it tastes of peach iced tea for definite.
Oh
but
yeah,
I think that the tea is very prominent in it.
they've definitely not sold us a dream. Yeah, there's definitely
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely peach iced tea. Be weird if it weren't. Right, aroma.
Oh, the aroma banged, man. That's like a 4 for me. I love the smell of it. It smells like tea, and I love the smell of tea.
In terms of like the
Love
product itself, it smells like how it should, but I don't know if. Okay, yeah, that whiff was a good whiff. I'd give it like a 3.5. I'm happy to go over 4. To be fair,
That's all right.
I just think the watermelon one smells better, but that's it's all relative anyway. These ratings, guys. So, right, let's go over 4 out of 5 for the smell. So it's on a 7 out of 10 so far. So it's already. Has it overtaken
We're
anything?
up there, yeah.
It's 0.5. We'd only need to give it 0.5 for the last one for it to be equal with the raspberry and coconut. We're obviously going to give it more than a 0.5 for the sourness. Or, I don't know, it's the least sour, so...
For me, in terms of how sour I like my beers, that's a 2 out of 5. For me, personally. But then also, tea and peach aren't really sour flavors, are they?
No, that's what I was saying. Peach isn't really a fruit.
I guess it's relative, but you know, but realistically, if we are going off how sour like we like it, for me that's a 2.
Yeah,
2 out of 5.
peach isn't really a fruit that you'd associate with being sour. Like when you think sour, you're thinking of like lemons, and which we've got cloudy lemonade next. So
yeah, here's one we made earlier.
yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I'd agree. I'd give it a 2 out of 5. I think anything low is a bit harsh, and then subsequently anything higher is it's a lie. It's just a lie. So that would put it at 9 out of 15, which is the same as rhubarb and custard, and is higher than the raspberry and coconut.
Rhubarb custard that low? That beer was fucking banging.
2, 3, and a 4. Tasted good, which wasn't very sour.
Okay.
In terms of taste, it's joint top with the watermelon one.
Okay, fair. All right, that makes more sense.
It's on a 9 out of 15. So
yeah. So for anyone like listening back, I'd say me and Thomas have pretty similar tastes when it comes to beer. Man, just palate in general, I think. To be honest,
just beer, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like for me, if I want a sour beer, I want it to not make my face turn like inside out, but I want it close to that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for me personally. Right, can we get into this one? Because I am dying for this one. This is gonna bang.
So this is gonna bang. We had a shop. It was next to Poundland. It was called Best Before, and they did basically a lot of stuff that had kind of gone past its best before date, and they had Sour Patch Kids. And Sour Patch Kids, after their best before date, you take a bite out of one or put one in your mouth. It's like, oh, your whole fucking face is gonna. I kind of miss. Yeah, no, but it was like a weird like hit, man. It was like drugs, man. You're there, you're like, fucking hell, yeah. Inject it in my veins, give me some more. But these are good. These are a good level, should we say, of sourness. It's nothing too overwhelming. If anything, like we've said, some of them could do with being a bit more sour, but I guess it's hard with peach not really being famous for its sour taste.
Hey, look at us, man. Look at us being all like pro and shit. Fuck yeah, then you just neck it, you dickhead.
No, that was a taster, man. Right,
I'm gonna rip this open. Then.
Should I what? I need to get the rest. One sec. Ooh. Is it worth washing the glass now? Can you imagine if I had that fucking little a little like glass washer? I put my glass down on my desk and it just cleans my glass, and that's the next thing. We have a little glass washer in the office.
I'm prepared.
Right, let's try the famous crack with the new mic.
I'll try. Oh yeah.
I don't know what that sounded like to you guys, but it sounded kind of mid to me. Right, cloudy lemonade, Citra and Nelson Savin. Nelson.
Stella.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah,
Nelson.
Nelson. Right. I'm excited for this.
I like I like the color.
The colour is promising, chat.
Bonus points for color, but we cannot let this. We didn't really acknowledge any of the others in regards to their color, so we can't let that. We can't let that fool us. I swear I kept all the cans of these, but like I think Eva threw them.
Oh mate, it smells like fresh lemon, like with the zest. Literally, it smells like fresh lemons.
Oh yeah. So this one, obviously, like I've said before, some of them the longer that you let them sit.
I actually did a line of that up my nose.
So I'm saying this one you don't need to let sit for very long for it to be very sour. Whereas some of the others, like the peach one, notably that we've just had, the longer you let it sit, the sourer it is, and it's like a nice soury sort of final taste in your mouth. But this is fucking.
All right, let's cheers to that big one. Let's go. Cloudy lemonade.
You know what we should have done and we should do for next... Oh my goodness, wait, hold on. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this.
Mate, do you know what's mad is we both did like the same thing at the same time as well. We were both like...
Right, chat, not chat. You man, listening. Everyone listening live now, twitch.tv/ToverShrug1997, Apple Music Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. If I'm crying, it's not because it's too sour, by the way. I think I'm so happy that I've put that in my mouth.
Yeah, spread him. I'll be there in an hour.
Jeez, I'm overjoyed. I'm over the moon, man.
Oh, that is fucking unreal.
Guys, we've put the Vault City link in the chat as well, so if you guys want to have a look...
That is unfucking real. Do you know how I know that is... Sorry, I'm talking over you.
No, do it, man.
Do you know how I know that is banging? Because I am, like, salivating. Like,
so I'm salivating, but I'm also like tearing up, man. I'm happy.
You're so emotional, man.
It makes me so happy I could cry.
Oh, no, that bangs. That... Mate, we need Joe to edit in that the sound clip. That is bloody lovely.
The thing is, the worst part is, like, in my head, I'm like, I need to be like to someone. Oh, come and try this. I need to share this with someone. And obviously my next of kin and closest person to me doesn't drink beer, so she can't appreciate it. But this is good.
No, mate, get her in here to try it. Get her in to try it. See what she says.
She's probably gone back to sleep. She's not replied to my last message.
Eva, wake the fuck up.
She can't hear you, man.
It's important.
Let's just go.
Mate, that is actually... Sorry, I'm, like, taken back by that. That is...
On set. Right, let's replace... We've got cloudy lemonade on there as well now, so everyone can see.
I'm not gonna lie, it's taking every ounce of my being to not just swig this entire fucking thing.
It's good. It goes down very well, and I've only had like a couple of sips. Are we in a position where we can... Oh my god, love. I'm looking at your face.
Why is that so good? Oh, so... Okay, right.
Are we in a position where we where we can rate this now? We need a few more cans, like.
Yeah. Okay, no. We'll finish it first.
Okay, we'll do it at the end.
Okay, so tasting notes. This does taste like cloudy lemonade, but it tastes like really good cloudy lemonade, as in
the color, like, 'cause you get like cloudy lemonade, but like Schweppes or like supermarket own brand, it says cloudy lemonade, but it's not. Cloudy lemonade, guys, like, this isn't even beer science. This is just stuff you taught as a kid. Lemons are yellow, so you'd think cloudy lemonade, it's less carbonated, less sugary, and more citrusy and lemony, hence the yellow color. Like, that's serious. That is
a belter. But so it tastes like cloudy lemonade. And for me, I like that it tastes like the zest is still in there as well.
Whoever's come up with that flavour or been involved in that in whatever way, shape, they need a raise, because that's something that is.
It's fucking unreal. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That is sensational.
Yeah, actually, it's, you know, what's in this? Water, malted barley, oats, lemon, hops, yeast.
Right. Let's read the. I don't think you've read this yet, but let's read it out on the can. So it says, Cloudy Lemonade. This tart and refreshing cloudy lemonade is bursting with citrus flavours, I'm getting that, from fresh lemon juice and zest. Paired with the zingy character of our mixed fermentation-based beer, it's a light and crushable session sour, rounded off with lingering sweetness. Enjoyable when the sun is out and even when it's not.
I would attest that. I would attest that. I'm not going to lie to you. I am happy. I'm more than happy to give this our first 5 out of 5 for taste. For me personally, because that is...
This is poetry in a pint glass. Look at it, man. It's fucking...
It is fucking good.
I'm like lost for words. How's a pint leave you speechless?
I don't know, but this is a serious fucking sour beer.
Can you imagine if this was your first ever beer? Like, you know, people like, I remember my first beer. If this is your first ever beer, I feel like this is a beer that would alter the course of your life and how you would drink going forward. Like, drinking something like this is, mate, this is good.
Oh, this is fucking good.
Right. Oh, we're looking to rate it already, or we just going?
Well, okay. Listen, for now, for taste, I'm giving it 5. For definite 5. I don't think it's up for debate.
Oh my god, we've only just cracked this open. I'm just like probably a third of the way through, and it's like, mate, that's got more sour.
Speechless. Mate, we were both speechless. Both of us were actually speechless.
I don't know. I don't know whether that's because of the increased saliva in my mouth, and I'm trying to speak without like.
And I'll give you something you can spit that saliva on, mate. You want?
Yeah, run it back.
Oh, hang on.
Run it back. But I don't know whether it's. Oh no.
No, carry on. Okay. So basically, right, I have an app called Twickets, right, that I use for tickets, right?
Yep.
So basically, they don't charge extra fees and shit, okay?
Okay.
And there's a band that I've been wanting to see for fucking ages called Motionless in White. They're only playing, like, really small. Yeah, we have some of the songs on our playlist. I've been waiting for fucking ages to try and get... No! Someone else is booking them! You can't! No! Don't book them. Don't be a fucking rat. Leave them. Leave them. They're mine. Mine.
Wait, are they the Dunnings that are like, somebody told me? Or is that the Killers? I swear that's them.
That is the Killers, but they did a cover of it, yeah.
That's what's confusing me. I'm like, whose song is it, blood? I've heard both versions.
Fuck. Oh. I'm gonna have to try again in a sec.
Somebody told me that you've got a sour beer.
Yo, Mark just bought some. Nice. We love that.
What, tickets or beers?
No, beers, I think.
Yeah, Mark's the guy that's on there buying the tickets.
Yeah, he knows.
He's snipe.
Mate. No, man, so basically, right, they're only playing the O2 in Brixton, which is like a tiny venue.
Yeah.
I don't think they've played in England for 5-6 years, something like that. And I really fucking wanted tickets, and they all sold out instantly, like when they first came out. So, but on Twickets, what you can do is you can set up. So you can basically set up notifications. So when someone sells their ticket, Mark, I swear to God, bro, if you bought those tickets,
This is what I was trying to say. It's the new one. No one's sniping Go Battle League battles anymore. You remember that sniping fucking concert tickets,
mate.
Oh
if you
shit!
Just fucking snipe these tickets from me, man. You and me are gonna fall out.
This is what this. So what this has taught us, guys, those listening now and listening back, this is why we don't engage with the chat, because getting rattled.
Wait, Mark, was it you that bought them? Because if it was you that bought them, I'm gonna kick your head.
No, I think from what I'm reading from the live chat, Mark took an L as well. Mark took the L.
Oh, someone beat him to it. Fuck. Okay. Speaking of tickets, right? This is a nice little fucking segue, actually. So today, on the 13th, because obviously this will come out next week.
On the 20th, yes.
If you're listening back, Linkin Park are back. They're back together, and they are doing a tour.
Right.
Well, you can't really call it a tour.
I was going to say, tour. Can you explain, because do they not have 2 new members of the band? Because recently, can you explain what's happened and why they've chosen to tour like off the back of getting 2 new band members. Like,
So-
do we know why?
Okay, so the lead singer Chester Bennington,
Yep.
rest in peace, man. Sadly passed away like 8 years ago, and then they basically just stopped making music.
Yeah.
And then years later, they've, but most of the original band have decided to get back together.
They've seen Oasis trying to get their bag and like, fuck it, let's get a bag as well.
Yeah. But then, come on, man. Sorry, I'm still trying to fucking snipe this.
Oh, you're okay.
Scrapping
with Mark on.
Yeah, mate, I will if I have to. So they've got back together for a quote-unquote world tour. Not a world tour. It's 6 fucking dates around the world, right? 6.
Yeah, it counts.
Right around the entire, around the entire world.
Yeah.
Right, and for me personally, I have like a very like personal connection with Linkin Park. I grew up with Linkin Park. Like ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was a kid, I absolutely fucking loved them.
Yeah.
So
I don't know anyone that's ever said that like, don't like Linkin Park. Even if you don't listen to their music a lot, you know at least like 1 or 2 songs that you'd know most of the lyrics to. And if it came on maybe at a gig or just like a club, or it came up on your playlist, like you wouldn't skip it because it's like, I like this song, sort of thing. Or if you've got the aux and it's not like, you know what I mean? It's a good, they're sort of just like a very, very, very well-known band. You can't really hate them, to be honest.
No, you can't. Like you physically can't. For me, one of my biggest and like I'm not even like overacting. One of my few regrets in life was not getting to see Linkin Park live.
Yeah.
Before Chester, sadly passed away. I was in Nice at the time, France.
Yeah.
And one of my customers who works for the NHS messaged me and was like, "Oh, I've got tickets for Linkin Park tonight. Like, if you want them, like they're yours." Type thing. And I was like, obviously I can't. I'm away on holiday. Thanks for the offer. And then two shows later is sadly when he passed away. And like for some reason, I was fucking gutted, man. I was gutted. So when they were like, "Oh, like we're getting back together. We've got like a new singer, blah blah. We're going on a tour." I'm like, right, it's time. I'm making it happen. Right, time to lock the fuck in. So like this morning rolls around because tickets came on sale 10 a.m. today for general sale, unless you got them in the pre-sale yesterday, which was a bit of a farce, but that's another story. And yeah, like basically the venues they're playing, but bearing in mind it's been like 8 years or something like that.
Yeah.
But not big venues, like at all.
You'd think they'd go like all out, quote unquote, and make it like, right, biggest venue in the UK, biggest venue in Japan, like wherever it is they're planning on touring.
So I think they're just trying to like ease back into like the tour scene. So they're playing LA, New York, Hamburg, London, Seoul, and somewhere in Indonesia, I believe, and that's it.
Well, big cities by the sounds of it, like.
Yeah, but so like they're only playing the O2 in London, which
in Brixton.
No.
I was going to say
like the O2.
Imagine the O2 in Brixton. Fucking no, I couldn't move in there.
But it's not a big venue, man. It holds 20,000 people. I was fortunate enough to get tickets. I managed to get 4 tickets in the end. So yeah, I will be there. I'm very fortunate. But right, I want to call some motherfuckers out. Right, if you are one of those pricks who bought tickets to instantly fucking resell them,
the scalpers,
instantly, right, fuck you.
Let them know.
Literally, fuck you. Right, I'll let you know. Right, that there's a standing ticket in hell for people like you. Like, it's crazy. I know so many people who really fucking wanted to go. Right, really wanted to go, and literally, will not get the chance to. I mean, it's not guaranteed that they're gonna tour again. Like they might play these 6 shows and might be like, it's not for us. You know, like you don't know.
Life's short, innit? You had the opportunity to go to the show, and then, their lead singer died. So it's tough.
So like being able to get tickets, like it was a fucking slugfest. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I had 3 devices, fucking different websites on each of them, and I got through on one, and then it kicked me out because Ticketmaster is fucking dog shit, by the way.
Ticketmaster is dog shit, yeah.
Fucking awful. One of the worst ticket sites probably in the history of ever. And I got through on AXS.
Oh yeah.
Who actually run the O2. I was able to snipe two tickets, 2 seated tickets. Didn't get the standing ones, which I did want, but then I was like, do you know what? I'm just like gassed to be able to go there, right?
You're like the Singaporean granddad on the bike with all the phones, but that's you on like Ticketmaster, AXS, like
so
got all the tabs open.
Basically, I was hoping to get 6 tickets because there's like a group of us that want to go.
Yeah.
But you can only buy 4 max anyway. But
you're increasing your odds, yeah.
Yeah. So I managed to get 2 because that's all it got. But you see, I know how to play the system, right? Right, and I'm fortunate enough where I can sit in front of my computer for like 3-4 hours and play the system, right? Which is how I was able to get 2 extra tickets. And I nearly got standing tickets, and I was just a bit too fucking slow.
Yeah.
But there's a method to play the system, right? And
it's
really funny.
You're gonna reveal this method now?
No, I'm a fucking. It
that's what I was gonna say. No, there's a method. Mark's just there, like with his pen out, like, God damn.
It works, but it takes a lot of fucking time. It takes a lot of time and patience to do. But yeah, so I'll be there. I'm gonna meet up with Mark before I go for a few beers. Going with Joe, and then two of my other friends are going to be there. They got the other seats. I haven't decided which one I'm giving them yet. Depends what seats are better, to be honest.
Yeah, if they behave themselves, yeah.
Yeah, well mate, I did the fucking hard work.
Yeah,
I'm scoping out the seats, and I'm saying which one is fucking best.
You put the graft in, yeah. They get what they give. Literally get what you're given, or fuck off, yeah.
And then, but yeah, so like people, so I posted on Twitter about it as well, like gutted. Like, really gutted. Like, obviously, it's a bit like more with whatever. Like, I don't have the best relationship with my dad. The only thing I really ever had in common with him was music. And Linkin Park was like the first band that I was ever introduced to as a kid. And even my dad messaged me saying like, I'm going to try and get tickets. Do you want to go with me?
Yeah.
Like, and me and my dad, like, we don't fucking speak, right? Yeah. So, like, there are people who really did want to go. And, like, just fucking scalpers, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. So, like, at the minute now, so tickets for standing, which were I think they were £103.
That's not bad.
The cheapest ones now are £275.
Oh, you bastard. Doubled and then
crazy.
Some. Yeah.
Right? In the block that I have, where I got mine and Joe ticket, which was like £100, £265 each, and it's like
how long have these tickets been on? Let's not include the resale that you said yesterday was a bit of a farce, but how long have the tickets been like on sale, like in general? Because I know you said there was like a pre-sale yesterday.
Since 10 o'clock this morning.
So in the space of 10 hours, they've doubled and then some.
Yeah.
Are they expected to go up even more in the next 10 hours?
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Well, but then, so this is the thing. So bear in mind, it's a world tour. So the date for London is in 10 days, and tickets came out today.
10 days.
Yeah. It's like fucking like quick fire thing,
there are people that they're going to be people like booking this and then that don't live in London. You're fortunate enough to live it. Mad, that's the clout that they have. I get it, but like, it's crazy, man. Fucking, that's some notice. That is. Imagine trying to get time off work. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. So, like, obviously, so Joe starts his new job. Shout out to Joe, man. Good luck with your new job. But like, so he's gonna come down the train after work, like to come to the gig and then go home.
Yeah.
After it, to go to work the following day. Like I said, obviously I'm lucky that I'm.
He is a bit mental for that, Joe. If there's ever an afternoon or an evening he could come down to London or to Elliot Castle, he'll do it, man. And again, I'll reiterate, shout out Joe. Yeah. He's somewhere battered in Spain, but he's a nutter for that little Labrador.
Yeah, man. I love it. It's so annoying, Like I really wanted to go stand in. I honestly, I wanted to be in the thick of the crowd,
in amongst it,
screaming my fucking lungs out, man.
You still can, but I guess from seated, it's a bit like I don't really go to concerts, but when the nearest thing that I'd go to is like when me and my dad went to the darts, and I always try and get I'll get the tables, which is basically as good as standing, rather than like tiered seating and stuff, because you can be a bit more be a bit more animated and get into it. Whereas if you're on a seat, you get up and you have to look after your pint. Whereas if you've got the table, you're okay. And I guess if you're in a crowd and you don't really give a shit anyway, because you're probably drinking like small cups. Whereas when you're at the darts, you've got fucking 4-pint pitchers, so you want to be a bit more careful with it.
I mean, for me as well, like I kind of see it like a bit differently. So for me, obviously, like I have the luxury of I'm healthy, I have a fully functioning body. Like, so for me, I want to be in the thick of it, right? I want to be on the floor.
You've got Joe as well, so if things are kicking off, like you just get behind Joe and you're alright.
But then, so seating is not for me my preference. The way that I see it, me getting a seat takes away from someone who isn't as healthy and able-bodied as I am from being able to go, because I've taken a seat from them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like a domino.
I didn't think of it like that, to be fair. But yeah, I see that, yeah.
Right?
I see that.
And like I said, it sounds silly, but like when you think about it, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, I've always enjoyed seeing live music standing. I like being in the thick of it. Jumping around.
I always associated like a big concert anyway with sort of that mini mosh pit, but like people standing and like, when I think concert, I think of people going like, hey, like jumping in the crowd. And nowadays, obviously, with the amount of people that, the supply and demand are willing to pay the price to see these and the sort of venue capacity, it's like, it would be stupid for them not to have seated tickets. And also, like you mentioned, just so people that are, perhaps unable to stand or stand for long periods of time, they can still have the same experience, their disability or whatever they've got going on doesn't impact their ability to go and see Taylor Swift, to go and see Linkin Park in this case. So yeah, it's good like that, but that's just what I associate concerts with, like being as close to the stage as possible. Like, I don't really go, but if I did, I would like to be as close to the stage as possible.
Yeah, literally, right? And so,
but it's hard because everyone wants the same thing.
Yeah, but then this is what I'm saying. So there are people that don't, right? So people, who are unable to, or like even like younger people who are going with family.
Yeah.
Right. They want the seats type thing. Like don't get me wrong, like I'm gassed to be going, but man, I was so angry, man. Like so angry. It baffles me that like companies are just allowed to basically let that happen. Like
people, scalpers,
yeah, and it's like, so Ticketmaster sell these tickets, the scalpers get them, and within literal minutes that they're up on StubHub, right, and they're selling them, right. To me, that's bullshit. For me,
is there nothing that can say like you can only like tickets from approved like companies and no third party are allowed to be permitted, like it can only be a ticket purchased through Ticketmaster or AXS.
No, right? So to put your ticket on StubHub, you have to have bought it from Ticketmaster.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like, so the way that, is there no way of sort of like mitigating that so that people cannot resell it? But I guess then that's...
I mean, there's not, but I think if within a matter of minutes,
people will find ways in it. If it ain't StubHub, someone will shot it like in person on like Facebook or something. People will find a way. Yeah.
But then, like for me, the way that I see it is, so if they're up on a third-party website like StubHub,
Yeah.
which is the biggest like reseller site. If they're up there on there, so if you want to buy one of the seated tickets, right, you have to say like what seat it is, what row it is, right? Ticketmaster should be tracking that, cancelling their order, refunding the money, and then putting the tickets back onto the website for actual fans who actually want to go.
Yeah.
They're not trying to do it to make fucking money, right? Because it prices people out of going to concerts. Like, concerts have already gotten so much more expensive to go to.
Yeah.
From when I started going, it's like fucking crazy. So like, even paying like £102 to go seated to Linkin Park is expensive enough.
That's
right?
without getting any like food, drink, or any like, you know, people want to go full
yeah,
shebang. They want to get like a hoodie or a t-shirt and stuff. Like, everything's already quite expensive when you go.
Yeah, that's it. And then you think now you're having to buy them resale at over twice face value.
That money, if you're willing to spend it on the resale, you could have spent it on. That could have been your food. That could have been a little, you know, memorabilia, like tote bag, I don't know what they have at concerts nowadays, but like just something like that. You could have done that.
Yeah, like that shit is expensive. Like,
yeah,
when me, Joe, and my other half's daughters went to Taylor Swift, 4 frozen cocktails were 58 quid for 4. Right, so like it's fucking expensive to go. Right, it's expensive to go without people fucking like just doing this. And then what's even crazier is, so I searched the hashtag Linkin Park on
Twitter.
On Twitter,
yeah,
it's all bot accounts fucking trying to scam people out of tickets. That right? It's all fucking bot accounts. It's fucking crazy, and it's the same copy and paste tweet on profiles with no followers, no tweets, nothing. Right?
It's so obvious. It's so clear and plain and obvious to see that you'd think that they'd be able to do something about it to prevent it from happening.
And like, it like pissed me off, man. Pissed me off so fucking much. Like, you know, like I said, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm very gassy going. I'm grateful that I'm able to go. I have the money readily available to go. But like, come on, man. Like, there's so many people who would have loved to have gone. And that realistically, they're not going to get the fucking chance to.
Well, like you've said, the turnaround from tickets going up on sale to when, you know, the date they're actually performing is what you said, 10 days.
Yeah.
So in that case, people ain't got many days to make a decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of accommodation, communicating with people, you going, getting the time off work, or maybe potentially getting chopped. Like, you know what I mean? There's a load of other factors that are going on. And then the fact that people are going to be, you know, essentially bumping the prices up by scalping the tickets and reselling them. It's like, fuck, I've only got a week to decide. Fuck it. I'm going to spend $250 on a ticket that costs just under 100 maybe. Like, you know, it's bad. It's like, I understand supply and demand, and, you know, people that do it, like, listen, if you buy a ticket and then you can no longer go, and then perhaps you want to sell it for bit more, I understand that, because I've seen people do it with football. But like, it got brought up in the live chat, so Marcus said that in general, you know, wouldn't be surprised if people that have taken the liberty of scalping all these tickets just have to sell them back for the same price, or just to break even, like, just because they know people aren't gonna, because you either sell it back for the same price, or you're like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna go. You've scalped the tickets. So it's like, if you're one person that scalped 3 tickets, the worst comes to worst, you're looking for mates to go with. Like, you've kind of like, you've shot yourself. I'm not gonna say you've shot yourself in the foot, because you're going to see Linkin Park, which is great, a great opportunity, like you've said, and not a lot of people may be able to do in their lifetime ever. But at the same time, you've shot yourself in the foot in that you tried to play the system, you tried to jack up the prices to make profit, and it didn't work. And now, you know, it's bad that your consequence is you're able to go to the concert that a lot of people have dreamed of going to for years. It's like it doesn't seem like a punishment at all. Like, I just feel like there should be more in place in terms of, you know, mitigating these third-party resellers, these companies and stuff. Like, right, if your ticket's purchased directly through Ticketmaster, which obviously they all are, that's fine. But then that makes it an issue for people that missed out on the initial release. Definitely. You know, if they were reselling the tickets at face value, it's not too bad. but like because they're reset, they know how. Like I've said, I'm going to say it probably a lot in this episode. Like supply and demand, they know. Right, we've got the tickets, we've got the supply, and you demand my tickets, you demand my supply. Then we're going to ramp the prices up because we set the price. It's so stupid. The fact that people can do that, and it's not just tickets they do it with. Like people do it with so many, like Pokemon cards, for example. It's like it doesn't sound like that deep. It's like, you know, for some people paying $50 or £50 for a single Pokemon card is absurd, but there are people that will do it, and that's why they know people are willing to pay the money, and you can't say these people are mugs for doing it because it's supply and demand. It's like it's either that or they miss out. So it's like you just have to weigh up. Would you rather miss out going to see Linkin Park, who, like you said, haven't toured very often, and it's been, I think, mentioned in the chat, they haven't toured for like what, 7-8 years. You know, you either miss out on that opportunity or you fork up the cash. So it's shit. You're in a lose-lose, but also if you pay the money, it's a win because you're going, but at what cost, sort of thing. Like, it's shit, man.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I see what you did.
Sorry, just to kind of round off the topic of the episode. So I think it was Mark said to me. So bear in mind the O2 only holds 20. I think it's either 20 or 22,000 people, right? I'm sure it was Mark said that at one point in the Ticketmaster queue. So when you join the Ticketmaster queue, you get given a number that you're placed in the queue. I swear there was like, I think at one point he said there was 320,000 people in the queue trying to get tickets for a 20,000 attendance fucking venue. Like,
yeah,
you know, fuck that is. Like, that's over 10 times the amount of people that it can hold.
Yeah,
trying to get tickets there.
Sardines, mate. Fucking crammed
literally.
in. Yeah,
fucking literally.
That's mental. That.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know. That feels like a good time to give out maybe final ratings on
the beer,
bad boy, and
the beer.
Wrap it up, maybe. Mate, I'm heated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm proper heated.
Like, fuming.
Mate, I've pissed myself off. No, because it annoys me. Like, Linkin Park as well is. I'm going to say it might be controversial. I would go as far to say one of the top 5 most influential music groups.
They are. Like I said before, whether you like fuck with them to the point where you're an active fan, but like you at least know one of their songs, if not two of their songs / the chorus and maybe some of the lyrics. Like you're familiar with them as a not even as a band, but as like a global phenomenon. Like they're famous for a reason. Yeah,
that's it. And for me, growing up with them, I remember when Chester died, it was the first celebrity death that ever really hit me. I never understood why people got upset over celebrity deaths.
Yeah.
Until he died. Like, that, like, it hurt. Like, I remember, like, actually crying.
Yeah.
When I heard. Like, it fucking killed me. So, yeah, being able to go and see them and scream my lungs out, like, to the words that he would be singing is, like, fucking amazing. I can't wait to see them. Can't fucking wait. Yeah, like I said, gonna be there with Big Man Joe, my own personal bodyguard. So
you'll be safe if shit goes left.
Yeah, well, it's fine because we'll be seated anyway. People will be telling him to sit down because he's fucking 7'6", isn't he?
Imagine Joe at the darts. Stand up if you love the darts. Everyone's like, oh, fuck off.
Right, rating time. This is the big one.
So I'm just overcoming.
I'm just overcoming.
I am to be honest. Overcoming. I meant to say I've been over. I meant to say I've been overcome. No, I meant to say.
Why did you pause? Why did you pause? So, I said I'm overcoming, and they didn't follow.
Pause, champ. I meant to say I've been overcome by this last sort of mouthful of the cloudy lemonade. Yeah, it doesn't sound any better, does it?
Overcome by this last mouthful of cum, yeah? Is that you, yeah? Is that you?
Right, speaking of, so the taste, the taste is up there for definite. We've not rated anything higher than a 4 in terms of taste.
I mean, this for me in terms of taste is a 5. I like it. Sounds silly, it's not too lemony. I think the zest gives it a kind of like almost like an earthiness.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, it's not too.
I like
the thing
that.
is, it's not too. I'm gonna say it's quite sour, but it's not overpowering. It's very like very very balanced. It's got a nice sort of blend, like you said. It's got the zest in there because it could be just overly lemony, and it's just like it literally tastes like lemonade. But because they've got the zest, and yeah, I'd have to give it a 5 for taste as well. I can't. I've not got any complaints, so it's perfect. 5 on TripAdvisor for me.
I mean, listen. I've got all 3 of my ratings like ready to go. Like, I know what they are.
Right, so we'll go with the aroma next because it's a sour beer. We'll leave the sourness rating until last. So I fucking drunk it all now. I can still smell it. You know what? That's got to be. If we're saying that's got to be a 4.
Hang on.
Go on.
Right. How about we do 3, 2, 1, and then we say our.
Well, I've just said. I've just said mine.
Oh, I wasn't listening. You're fine.
Okay. Right. Okay. So right, this is for the aroma.
Smell.
Yeah. Okay.
3,
this is like odds on.
2,
This is literally odds on.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
3, 2, 1, 3.
I'll put 4.
I'm happy to go in the middle there.
We'll go 3.5. It smells good. I was thinking because some of the other ones we've put 3, and I'm like, this smells a bit better than a 3. So yeah, 3.5. So compromise.
Yeah. And then sourness.
Oh fucking hell, man! It's 5 high. We're only going out of 5, right?
See, for me, this is a 5. This is how sour I want my sour beer to be.
From the start to the finish, it's obviously got more sour progressively as I've drunk more and let it sit for a bit. But it's not got to the point where it's like, oh, I can't drink that any longer. Like it's good. It's very, very, very good from start to finish. It's been a 5 for me as well.
There we go. That is our new leader. We've only got 2 more from this box.
So that's so unlucky for some, but not for us. That's taking it to first place, and it is 13.5. So 13.5 out of 15. Yeah. So the only thing, according to us, that's really letting it down is the smell, which is very niche anyway. Yeah. So like. It's the best tasted and it's the most sour. So, and that's reflected in the overall. It's the best beer so far. 100%.
It is a banger. Sorry, I'm looking at the next case that we can possibly get because there's some good. So,
well, Mark said he purchased a case. I'm wondering which one Mark is on fire. Yeah. If you are still here, let us know which case you purchased.
So we got the cheapest case, which isn't available anymore. I think it was like 20 quid, something like that.
Well, didn't we? Well. We got the fridge one or whatever. Oh no, I was thinking of the other because you got some like mango or like chili mango, that I wanted, but they didn't have like the nice sort of cheaper pack. But yeah, we got the fridge fillers, I think they were called, which were 6 for in and around 20 quid. Oh my god, have you seen, mate? As soon as I go on there. There's like new flavors and look.
Yeah, there is.
Oh my goodness grace! There's autumn berry maple swirl, black forest gatto, and mango pineapple passion fruit vanilla ice cream.
So I've tried the black forest gatto on draft at the beer fest I went to. That
good,
is unbelievable. As in, quite literally. You drink it and you genuinely would believe that you've just taken a bite of a black forest gatto.
So I'm looking at this mega mix case, which I believe Mark has. So
that's what I'm looking at.
That's the one that I'm looking at. That's the one that Mark has said he has got. That has all those flavors I've just mentioned. Some of them that we've had before or are yet to try, as well as other ones that aren't new but we haven't tried yet.
Yeah, they got some banging ones. They've got one that tastes like Okay, so you know when you have a bowl of cereal and you have the milk
at the bottom,
and then after you've eaten the cereal, you have the milk.
The milk tastes like whatever the cereal.
Yeah, that tastes like the milk with the leftover cereal in it.
They've got cookies and cream blueberry.
Punch, black forest gatto, the black grape.
I've just seen the one you're on about, the cereal spooner red berry.
Yeah.
So whenever you've had like, I don't know, like Cocoa Pops or like any cereal really, and then the milk tastes of the cereal.
Cookies and cream, blueberry double stacked pancakes, mango pineapple passion fruit and vanilla ice cream, tropical table sour, passion fruit mojito,
That sounds
Mold,
nice.
mold dark cherry, as well. Sounds fucking good. I love cherry.
There's a 12 pack that's 44.55, but it has only 4 beers, but it has 3 of each. It has the Capri Crush, which we haven't tried. I believe that's the black cherry, which was the first one we tried. That was very nice. And then that looks like, is that a passion fruit one? Which one's that? No, that's a table.
The table sour.
Sour, and then the other one is the Wee Volkswagen.
So if I'm correct, the table sour will be quite strong. They normally, so you have like a table beer, which is like, it's
even the 6-pack.
From my understanding,
the 6-pack's a good price. Like you could get a 6-pack of like the triple fruited mango, which is another one that we will try in the next episode. For a 6-pack for $18.90, which works out maybe with delivery just shy of maybe $3.50. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Yeah. Oh mate, you got me looking at the new stuff now. The autumn berry maple swirl. That sounds.
A 6-pack of 330ml cans is $14.31.
Cookies and cream blueberry double stacked pancakes. Yeah, man. What's this one? Blood orange and tonka maple pancake. Barley wine. Fuck me, that's gonna be strong.
I'll get paid next week. Looking at these,
we're get some more, yeah. We're gonna get some more, yeah.
I blame Mark. Mark must be a rep.
White chocolate cherry cheesecake double scoop ice cream sour beer.
To be fair, that reminds me, I had a banging cheesecake out in Barcelona. I felt like, what's his name? Man versus Food. Like, yeah, can we see your dessert menu, please? But they only had 3 desserts, so he didn't even bring us a menu. He just read out he just said the desserts.
Read them off, yeah.
Yeah, man. Cheesecake got sent.
Right, guys, we could sit here and talk about fucking beers all day, all fucking day. Yeah, we are going to be back next Friday, right?
Yeah, we'll be back next Friday, same time, 7 p.m.
We're gonna be finishing off each other and that case of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we'll be one episode. I'm trying to look past that what you just said, but that will be one episode away from episode 50 as well. So
yeah, and we're cooking. We are actually cooking. We're cooking. We're still on the hunt for that beer sponsorship. If anyone knows any people with links to breweries, man, tell them, send us some beers, man. Mate, we're sellouts here, right? We're sellouts.
Anyone from Scotland, Edinburgh specifically?
Yeah.
Any Scots?
Yeah, specifically Edinburgh, yeah.
Our Scottish listeners, viewers, if you guys want to do a brother a favour.
Please, man, help a brother out, man. I'm wasting away here.
Listen, you man, when it comes to football, you man are pussy holes in it because you get gassed, like you're not good. But like at the same time, just help us out, innit? Nah, I'm joking.
I was beefing. Yeah, Thomas, absolute pleasure as always, my friend. Absolute pleasure. Glad to be back. Mate, I don't know about you. It felt weird to not have an episode last week.
Yeah, it did.
But, life gets in the way sometimes. It's just the way it goes, isn't it?
Yes. Right, where are we? So we're gonna round this one off, guys. I Booze You, episode number 48. Fucking 48 episodes, man, crazy.
That is crazy, man.
That is mental. Know that? That is mental. So next week, like Josh said,
we're more committed to this podcast than some people are to their relationships. You know how fuck that is to think about.
Yeah, we've done literally. So when people like post about their relationship, happy 3 months or whatever, and then someone will reply being like, I've had like coffee mugs and coffee cups in my room longer than you've been with your bird and all this, man. Like we've done podcasts longer than your fucking marriage. Like hold that, you pussies. But
hold that, man.
Anyways, with that being said, guys, episode number 48. I Booze You, myself, Thomas, himself, Josh.
There he is. He's back in the room.
Guys, we're gonna wrap this one up here. Thank you so much for tuning in live or listening back on YouTube. So this episode will be on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, all of the good listening platforms for podcast. Oh my God. So you did do something. What did you do just then? Those hearts. How did you make that?
I don't know. I just saw that out the corner of my eye. I didn't do anything.
Right. So before the episode started, guys, you lot wouldn't have seen this, but
like that.
When you were talking, there was either, I couldn't tell because it cut off, there were like either speech bubbles or I didn't know if there were like thought cloud bubbles. There were bubbles. Something was bubbling. And now there are hot. Are you doing something?
Brother, you can see my hand.
No, what's that?
Oh, shit.
No, that's what I meant. Look, that's what I meant. What's going on? Man's there. Like, yeah, and then hearts came up. How have you done that?
I don't know.
We're not on. So we don't do our camera.
No, he's cooking, man. I didn't know that was a thing.
This is what I was saying. I could see you doing the Gareth, but like it was before the episode where I said like either some speech bubbles or some thought bubbles, whatever they're called, like fucking came out of your head, and I see it just then, and I'm like, is that something you're doing on your webcam? Because that ain't we don't do anything on video that lets us do that. I don't think.
No, dude, literally, mate, you know that I'm using my phone as my webcam, so I couldn't be using anything.
I've not done anything to influence that. My hands are here. Like I just keep my hands where I can see them, but I
feels like it, bro. Like,
what have you just?
Mate, look, I'm just trying to love you, man. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy, by the way.
We need to see what else.
I didn't know that was
so
a thing.
we need to try other like hand movements or gestures to see what. Yeah, we're gone. That reminds me. No, I need to send you. No, I need to send. This is gonna sound mad. I need to send you a video that my manager sent me. It's gonna sound mad. It's fucking. Oh wait, it's basically like. So you know how they get actors to like do something? They're saying, right, do this, and it's like, right, there's a dragon, and you need to stab the dragon in the head, and the guy is going like this, stabbing the dragon. Then he's like, right, there are two little demons, you need to stab. And I'll show you the video. It's funny. We're not showing it here. We're not. How's this episode gone so degenerate? And we're fucking trying to round it out, but stop doing that. It's scaring me.
I can't. Wait, you do it. Do it. Right, so you go like that. Like do the heart, and then just like pull it up.
What's the Charlie X? I think the apple's rotting right to the core. She's going like that, and why ain't mine doing it?
Mate, do it from like an empty like background space.
Okay, wait. So I've got this. I've got Big Mike. Shout out Stormzy in the way. Right, you go there. All right.
Come on.
Not working. Like... It's not fucking working. Right, we're going. We're gonna try it off stream. We're gonna try it off stream, guys.
Just you and me just sitting there, just
well, like this, like this.
Spread him. I'll be there in an hour. Oh god! Right, guys, we're out. Man. We're out. All right. Love it, guys.
Someone said do the Rashford, so we'll do the Rashford to go out. Imagine if Rashford just popped up on the screen. He's just there, like, in a bit, you man. Guys, take care, and we'll see you guys same time, same day next week. I don't understand what you're doing, by the way.
Mate, you can see what I'm doing, brother. I'm not like...
You're on some bullshit. You got some fucking... Hey!
Oh, it's not going to do it now, is it?
I don't know what's happening. Guys, where are we taking you guys in terms of raids? Where are we going?
In the air.
There's a few people live.
Few of these, man. It's a good question. Where are we going?
Well, I'm looking at who's streaming in the category. So I don't know. We like to raid Kitty a lot. She's doing some Ultra League battles, but maybe we raid elsewhere. I know Claudia, or formerly known as Cool Star, is streaming. Dandy in the Bronx is doing an IRL walking around Manhattan. Joe Beats is at Pixel Bar opening night.
Yo,
it's a bar, innit? We can't not raid, surely. We have.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're not wrong.
We'll do it, guys. Like we said, thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. It's nice to be back, and we'll be back same time next week with some more I Booze You, finishing off the rest of the Vault City beers, and by the look, we'll probably be ordering new ones on stream, doxing all of our card details. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm hoping I've spelled Joe right, because she has it with an O. Yes, she does. I wonder which Pixel Bar that is, because doesn't Adelian go to like or host some of the Manchester stuff at a Pixel Bar in Manny? Because isn't Pixel Bar like a very like, it's like a nerdy it's proper nerdy bar. Like they've got a load of. You're well happy with that. I can see it.
I am, bro. I'm chopped to bits from it.
I wonder what Pixel Bar it is. I know someone's saying Liverpool in chat, but I don't know if it's the Pixel Bar in Liverpool. I didn't think she lives anywhere near Liverpool. Leeds has one. That would make more sense, because I think she lives in and around Yorkshire anyway. So that makes a bit more sense. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you
for your families.
Make sure you're here next week, because we're finishing off the beers, and we're gonna see if anything can overtake Cloudy lemonade. I doubt it,
Oh,
but
that's gonna be a fucking struggle.
you have to be there to find out. Guys, take care.
Peace. He's not doing it.